Quite early one morning in the winter in Wales, by the sea that was lying down still and green as grass after a night of tar-black howling and rolling, I went out of the house where I had come to stay for a cold, unseasonable holiday to see if it was raining still, if the outhouse had been blown away, potatoes, shears, rat killer, shrimp nets, and tins of rusty nails aloft on the wind, and if all the cliffs were left. It had been such a ferocious night that someone in a smoky ship-pictured bar had said he could feel his tombstone shaking even though he was not dead, or at least was moving. But the morning shone as clear and calm as one always imagines tomorrow will shine. The sun lit the sea town, not as a whole, from topmost down-reproving zinc-roofed chapel to empty but for rats and whispers grey warehouse on the harbour, but in separate bright pieces. There, the quay shouldering out, nobody on it now but the gulls and the capstans like small men in tubular trousers. Here, the roof of the police station black as a helmet, dry as a summons, sober as Sunday. There, the splashed church with a cloud in the shape of a bell poised above it, ready to drift and ring. Here, the chimneys of the pink-washed pub, the pub that was waiting for Saturday night as an over-jolly girl waits for sailors. The town was not yet awake. The milkman lay still, lost in the clangor and mists of his Welsh-spoken dreams, the wish-fulfilled tenor voices, more powerful than Caruso's, sweeter than Ben Davis's, thrilling past Cloth Hall and Manchester House, up to the frosty hills. The town was not yet awake. Babies in upper bedrooms of salt-white houses dangling over water, or of bow-windowed villas squatting prim in neatly treed but unsteady hill streets, worried the light with their half-in-sleep cries. Miscellaneous retired sea captains emerged from a second from deeper waves than ever tossed their boats, then drowned again, going down, down, into a perhaps Mediterranean blue cabin of sleep, rocked to the sea beat of their ears. Landladies, shawled and bloused and aproned with sleep in the curtained bombazine black of their once spare rooms, remember their loves, their bills, their visitors, dead, decamped, or buried in English deserts until the trumpet of next expensive August roused them again to the world of holiday rain, dismal cliff and sand, seen through the weeping windows of front parlors, tasseled tablecloths, stuffed pheasants, ferns in pots, fading photographs of the bearded and censorious dead, autograph albums with a lock of limp and colorless beribboned hair lolling out between the thick black boards. The town was not yet awake. Birds sang in eaves, bushes, trees, on telegraph wires, rails, fences, spars, and wet masts, not for love or joy, but to keep other birds away. The landlords in feathers disputed the right of even the flying light to descend and perch. The town was not yet awake, and I walked through the streets like a stranger come out of the sea, shrugging off weed and wave and darkness with each step, or like an inquisitive shadow determined to miss nothing. Not the preliminary tremor in the throat of the dawn saying cock, or the first whirring nudge of arranged time in the belly of the alarm clock on the trinketed chest of drawers under the knitted text and the done-by-hand watercolors of Porthcawl or Trinidad. I walked past the small sea-spying windows, behind whose trim curtains lay mild-mannered men and women not yet awake and, for all I could know, terrible and violent in their dreams. In the head of Miss Hughes, the cozy, clashed